Hello, my name is Roberto Aguirre Sacasa. I wrote things like Big Love, Glee, Supergirl, comic adaptations of Stephen King's The Stand, and the B-movie The Town That Dreaded Sundown. But I am also in charge of all things that is Archie. That's right, I am Chief of Archie Andrews. And, unlike Judas Ex Machina, I've actually done things creatively that people like. So him mocking me in this whole thing, in this slightly racist tone of voice, accent, if you will, is completely terrible. But you know what I like to think of more than Judas Ex Machina is Betty. Oh, look at that Betty. Yes. But you know what? She's not real enough. That is right. She's not real enough. I need something more real. I need something like realistic. Yeah, realistic. Like an Archie that looks like a real person. But you know what? I gotta keep that whole dynamic going of how Betty and Veronica are his interests. You know, he loves them, but really, maybe I should make it realistic, you know, because the real world is nothing like comic books, and anything that is genuine and holy needs to be made more realistic by becoming perverted. So Archie is really gonna be banging his teacher, cause that's real. That's realism. And even if it's not his teacher, it's still completely inappropriate. But you know what? I need to ground this for older viewers and younger viewers, some kind of common ground. So hey, how about I invite 90210 into the mix to give some sage advice to Archie about his love life, but never actually mention the fact, aside from dealing it with briefly, that he was with an older woman. It never happened as far as I'm concerned, and I won't talk about it because I'm too busy dealing with Jughead's dad. And, you know, the whole Pharaoh's subplot. I mean, Snake subplot. I mean, 1950s musical subplot that'll really make things more real. And, you know, nothing says I hate things more, like good and normal things, than by ruining them from other people. You know what happened in the comic books? You know, just for the fan service, Jughead had a little thing with Betty. He was really kind of asexual. He wasn't really interested in girls. He was interested in food. There were reasons for that. So, you know, I really feel that I've kind of brought you up to speed on the whole Riverdale thing. It's about as ridiculous as street gangs snapping their fingers and dancing and fighting and all that good stuff. And you know what would make more sense for this all to happen? If the damn Scooby-Doo gang rolled into town and were like, hey gang, there's a murder. We should probably solve this because, you know, it's our modus operandi in our TV show. That would make more sense, wouldn't it, than, you know, people screwing each other and killing each other in an Archie comic. I mean, that just makes no logical sense. I mean, it's as funny as Predator and like Zoinks, Judas Ex Machina. Get over it. It's a TV show. It is. Yeah, you should really just, like, get a hold of yourself. Yeah, I know, I'm playing with freaking cutouts because it's gotten me so emotionally involved in how irritated I am that I gotta do crap like this. I gotta make fun of West Side Story and Riverdale and mock these things because they're just okay. So going back to this makes more sense. You know what? And I was thinking about it the other day. We should totally bottleneck an idea. Have the Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated actually be a show. Like, boom, there's a murder. We came and solved it. And have it realistic. Have it be like CSI and all that stuff. But when like Fred and Daphne or Velma and Daphne go home to their kids, they can be like, hey, Old Man Withers at the haunted amusement park. And then they segue into like a cartoon where they're explaining all the horrible murder and death that happened to their little kid, as though Old Man Withers, who ran the haunted amusement park, really was just like, you know, not killing people. He was doing some bad things, and they unmasked him, and they caught the bad guy, and all that good stuff. You know, so we're getting the filtered down, like, life is still pretty good feeling at the end of the episode while they're talking to their kid about things that happen. I mean, you can make that a realistic show and still have a tie to a damn talking dog, which would make more sense than Jason Priestley getting into Jughead's life a little bit, and his dad, and having like gang warfare and backdoor dealing with the lodges and all that stuff, it would work better. It would work better. So that was my my little puppet show. I hope you enjoyed it. I put a lot of hard work into that one. I'm not really going to finish off my other rants about the show. I'm up to episode 7, and I'm going to say at the beginning of the episode they did the whole flashback with Jughead imagining, basically showing like he was in the comic, with the hat, everything is that Super Day Glow color, everything was beautiful, and of course they really juxtaposed how they feel about the show by throwing in Jughead's dad drinking in front of a TV in another room. I think they just really kind of drove home how they saw the Archie series as having this dark, seedy underbelly that was never shown, instead of just being like, oh, these are good, wholesome people, and doing a Degrassi Junior High show like I said they should do a while ago. The show is still good. The plot points, I'm actually starting to kind of get interested on who killed Jason. It's still kind of soap opera-ish, and CW, I'm not worried. I'm not staying up at night thinking, who did all this? What's going to happen to Polly? Yeah, I think I'm done reviewing this until the final episode when they reveal who Jason Calloway was murdered by. Pretty much done with doing these. So I'll be doing something different next week. We'll have a fireside chat, you and I. We'll discuss some things. Alright, have a good rest of your week. I'm going to try to get some sleep. It's 12:40 at night from my end, and I probably will be editing this and boring the hell out of you with random things that I say and then going into some bizarre credits. Alright, have a good one.